back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we will be looking at the siren. Now the siren is the temptress, the seducer, and the femme fatale. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters. And the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, 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 to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option, unless, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. Yes, now I do believe that this is part of the Trinity of Temptation with the nymph and the fairy, because that's the other iteration of the siren archetype, which is the mermaid. So this is involved in the Trinity of Temptation. Now upright, this can be awakened sensuality, absorption, and arousal. But in reverse, this could be wickedness, adultery, wreckage, betrayal, or insatiability. I would even go as far as to throw in, like obsession, like a mental obsession here. One thing that I love about the siren archetype is that she explores the things that are taboo. The siren laughs at conventions and constraints. She actually eats rules. There is something that you can go deeper in. She's very heavily involved with Lana Del Rey's album Ultra Violence. You can listen to that for more of like a siren sound here. So let's get deeper into this. I'm actually going to take off my little pearl ring. And let's go ahead and grab an animal sign. Now, being the siren, the mermaid, that is going to be a water sign energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces coming right out. Let's grab a quick animal. Oh, we have the earthworm. Oh, exciting. Very exciting. We also have the crocodile on the back of the deck. So this is all about submerging, cooling off, refreshing, waiting. It's kind of a waiting period. Kind of diving in deeper into a situation, analyzing it, thinking about it. Whereas the earthworm, I believe this is about like a beginner's luck type of energy, where it's like learning from other people, not being, it's like overcoming a fear to get started again. But we'll get into her in just a moment. Let's go ahead and grab an extra clarifier for my chakra oracle deck, as we typically do for my archetype studies. Just one, please, Spirit. Oh, we have passion coming out. Interesting. And, you know, we actually had two come out here. We have passion and we have guilt. I think that this is very interesting because we've got the exact same duality going on here. On the back of the deck, it's a workaholic being highlighted here with an impasse. Oh, man. Oh, my. Okay. We'll get into these two in just a moment. But let's read from the book for the earthworm to get a little bit deeper of a message here. I know that this is one of the first in the book. Alrighty. Now, the earthworm is shy, hesitant, and reluctant to share their inner vision. We've all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember that they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or to lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it that a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. How beautiful. Yeah, like a beginner's luck. I was very much picking up on that. So I feel like you might be in the beginning of something new. You might be using your voice. Maybe you, oh, this is kind of giving me like a musician vibe, actually. Yeah, maybe you want to start a new project, a kind of a passion project here. Because we actually almost see this woman like reading or singing as the flowers bloom behind her. You might feel guilty about this. You might feel as if you have to be in service to someone else or take care of someone else. I know this is shackle here. Yeah, this could be like a 9 to 5. You might be getting like downloads or messages to walk away from a 9 to 5 to pursue a passion project, but you might be resisting that out of this preconstructed notion that it is good or it is even holy or pure to stay with this 9 to 5 or to stick with the stability that you currently have, despite wanting to run towards this passion. Yeah, and I love how it almost looks like she's been freed from these shackles. She's wearing this beautiful dress. The sun is shining compared to this dark, like, dreary background here. Yeah, look at how miserable that person is compared to the person that she's singing to. So I almost feel as if maybe even it's that your current emotions, the way that you feel, is being projected externally to the people around you and kind of causing them to be miserable as well. How interesting. Yeah, but you might be fearful to like take a real whack at it because you feel like it's something completely new and it's scary and it's a big and bold venture to go towards. But I see you kind of, I feel like the universe is kind of giving you a siren song to follow it. I'm seeing, this is so funny. I'm seeing like a pie on a windowsill and someone like physically lifting and like following the aroma of it. But I feel like this passion project is the pie, you know? And I feel like you are being called to go towards it, called to walk away from whatever is holding you back or keeping you shackled, whether that's a person, place, or thing. Let's go ahead and get some more information. I actually want to pull using my situations deck here, as I usually do. What's going on with this pile spirit? Okay. Waves, emotions coming and going. Yeah, I feel like this is a very emotionally tumultuous time because I feel like you are getting a lot of downloads. You're going through a bit of a transformation here, whether or not you know it. And I feel like that's a bit confusing to you. Let's keep going. Ooh. Oh wow, that one really flew. That was my anxiety, my scared and panicked. I feel like your nerves are kind of flying out of control here because I feel like you have such a strong, there's this strong current that's actually pulling you out into this like emotional wave. And I feel like it's scaring you. It makes you, she's like chained down. Maybe you work in tech because I see like that VR set. Maybe you work in tech, but you're being pulled towards something, maybe like music or something creative. Retaliation. We have punishment, payback, revenge. I actually kind of feel like this is sabotage, if I'm being honest. I feel like you might be self-sabotaging in this situation. I feel like your mindset is sabotaging you. And this might be because you were raised with this concept that you have to go towards what's stable, right? I was raised like this. I was raised with the concept that like the safest job that you can get is to be like a factory worker. And clearly, I am not a factory worker. I actually ended up being very good in marketing. I also ended up doing really well in law. I did really well in mental health as well. But I was always kind of punishing myself because I was never actually following what my goal, my passion was, which was to do tarot. I wanted to provide a service where I got to speak with people, but not in the way that mental health does. I wanted to be able to do it in a way that was a bit more spiritually focused and that helped to, what's the word, purify the heart, really. Let's just get one more here. Yeah, I feel like your mind, like you want to go towards it, but then your mind almost like punishes you. And like it even sabotages the idea where you're like, well, I could be a singer or I could be this musician. And your mind is like, no, you could never do that. That's stupid. Like it's all these negative connotations that you have attached to an idea that this career, this position, or this passion project might be unstable. Okay, we have crickets, silence, and non-action. Yeah, I feel like you don't really know where to start. You don't know what to do. And I feel like this says receipts, but I want to actually take this show me at the bottom. I feel like you, this is so funny. I feel like you're going to be sent someone who is going to show, I'm hearing someone say, show me the way. Like that meme from a couple years ago. I feel like you're waiting for someone to kind of come in and show you the way to do something. Yeah, interesting. Let me get a theme here, actually, because I'm curious. I'm very nosy. And then we'll get into some tarot. Let's just get one. Just one, please, Spirit. Okay. Life purpose. Yeah. Okay, and this is a big thing. Is like, my dad worked forever in factory work until he eventually moved up to like a managerial position later on in life. But, for me, he would always tell me when I was like freshly 18, which I'm in like my mid to late 20s now. But he would always tell me in my early teens, like, oh, just get a factory job because they're stable and they pay a lot. But I could not pull myself to do it. I literally couldn't. Like, I've never even applied because I can't. I'm sorry. It is so far away from my path and from my journey. And I knew that. And that was something that I couldn't do to satisfy him, because I knew that was so wrong for me. And you might feel like, because this came up in reverse, you might feel this like shackled energy where that you are not following like your heart here. You're not following what your life purpose is. In fact, you might even feel like you're so far off course in this situation. And maybe that's where this non-action and this show me is coming in, where you're like, you're waiting for someone to kind of, I'm seeing someone like literally on like one of those old wooden boats. Wow, I'm getting a lot of visuals for this one. You are a creative of some form. But I'm seeing like an old wooden boat, like with the big steering wheels. And I'm seeing someone like at the wind kind of turn it for you. Where the wind will take you. Or the wind under your wings kind of energy. But I feel like that's where this sabotage comes in, this retaliation. Where like that kind of concept, like going where the wind takes me, like that's too unstable for you. Maybe because you take care of someone else. Maybe you have children or a partner that you take care of, so you need to be the one that's stable, that has like the foundation set. Interesting. Let's get into tarot and get some more information. Alrighty, given that this is my Siren card, I am going to use my Under the Sea Tarot by Jalyssa's Messages. This is all the Little Mermaid. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. Okay, wow, we have a victory. Right off rip, I've got a big victory. So I feel like if you take this leap of faith, you'll be met with a lot of success very quickly. Yeah, didn't the earthworm say that it's all about beginner's luck? Maybe you'll have some like crazy beginner's luck, especially financially. With my Knight of Pentacles, yeah, I feel like you would not even expect the windfall that would come in. We have my Page of Cups. That's kind of a beginner energy with my pages. Now, my cups can often be about emotions. This can be a little bit immature, so you might not even know how to feel about this victory. Yeah, you might not know, because it's something that's, maybe this is what you're doing right now. Maybe you feel like you've gotten to a point in your career or in your life where you're very financially stable, where you're very financially successful, where you should be proud of yourself. And yet you find yourself feeling unfulfilled or unsatisfied. And you might even kind of hurt yourself over that, where you're like, well, this is what I wanted. This is what other people wanted from me. This is what other people said was safe. Like, this was the safe option. Why don't I feel like I am financially safe? Why don't I feel happy? A couple more, please, Spirit. Just a few more. Okay. Yeah, we have my King of Wands in reverse. We have the Tower upright. Okay, very rude, Spirit. Rude in a handful of different ways. Okay. Let's try that again. Just one. Just one. Thank you. My Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Yep, we have my Page of Wands on the back of the deck. There's that beginner energy again. So much beginner energy. We have the Sun on the back of the deck as well. So there is a commitment. I feel like you're going to have to plan to commit to this, to whatever it is. You're going to have to set aside finances, even though you might not want to. Okay. So yes, I do feel like you're in a situation that's very successful right now. I feel like you've worked really hard towards it too. I don't know why I'm hearing like nursing, maybe medical, maybe law. It feels like something that you've had to study for, work towards, that you've had to really build a reputation or an image or even like a knowledge base for. and yet you find yourself feeling unfulfilled. And I feel like you even kind of hate on yourself for feeling this way, where you're like, I shouldn't, like, I spent so long studying this, I shouldn't feel like I want to switch. Like, I feel dumb for not wanting to do this anymore. Or like, now that I finally, gotten to this point, I realize that this is not at all what I want to do. This might make you feel a little bit out of control with my king being in reverse. You might actually be concerned about a masculine's opinion of you. You might be worried that if you were to switch right now, things would fall apart, or you would lose control in a situation. You would lose everything that you've built or that you've worked towards. And this might actually, I feel like the biggest worry here is that you've recently come out of misfortune. And so it's like, well, how can I justify taking this big leap of faith into something different, into this passion project, when I've just now rebuilt, how can I justify it? Mary, how can I justify the expense? That's interesting. We have that page energy coming out again with my Queen of Wands behind that. Yeah. Page of Wands with Queen of Wands. So you don't feel very empowered or emboldened to go towards this. You might actually feel like it's even risky or foolish. But I see you moving. I see you wanting to. I see you wanting to take charge. But I feel like this is going to have to be I feel like you want to take like leadership in this and march forward, but what you don't realize or what you don't see is that this is like another learning opportunity where you are going to have to study, you are going to have to research, you are going to have to observe and analyze and compare and do data and compare and contrast and all of that fun stuff all over again. But I feel like you're just so new to the concept of this passion project that you don't really see like all the analytical all the complex little bits. You just see the big moving picture, But I feel like this is something that you want to commit to. I feel like you need a plan though. You can't just like throw money at this or be willy-nilly. I feel like I feel like that now is not a time to celebrate. Yeah, you're looking at the past wishing that you invested in this instead of in whatever it was that you had already invested in, because you're very unhappy with this. It feels like a bit of a double-edged sword, like you used all your resources in order to go towards like this harmony, but it ended up not being what you thought it was or not being what you actually wanted for yourself. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's pretty clean cut and dry, actually. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the charms then. Alrighty, I want to go ahead and grab a song for this pile here. What's a good song for this pile? For my siren pile. Please, Spirit. I have hard on yourself. Yeah. Insecurity and needing self-love. This is Hard on Yourself by Charlie Puth. Why are you so hard on yourself? I can see that you're struggling. Why do you want to look like someone else? But I don't even think it's why do you want to look like someone else. I would say that this is more like, why do you want to do what someone else wants for you? Why don't you follow your own vision, your own dream? Why don't you put value in that or stock in that rather than what someone else wants for you? Like if I had followed what my dad wanted me for me, I would be absolutely miserable. And I would have gotten nowhere. I wouldn't have the vast experience that I do have. And I wouldn't be nearly as satisfied and happy in my life as I am now. Oh my gosh, speaking of, that's so funny. On the back of my deck, we have Daddy Issues by The Neighborhood, which is all about parental issues, or even an age gap, but I'm getting more so parental issues here. I know that you got daddy issues. Where did my daddy go? You know what your mama went through. But it kind of reminds me, maybe this is like a parent who's telling you, that you need to do this. I know a lot of cultures actually do feel very strongly that their parents will, that it's important to please their parents in the financial realm or the career realm. But if you needed a sign that like you are allowed to follow your goals and your dreams, let this be it, okay? There's actually a really good content creator on here. I think she's Vietnamese, and she has like a sister who's a CEO, and then she has like another sister who's like an attorney or a doctor. I think she's a surgeon. I think her other sister's a surgeon. And then she's like a YouTube content creator. And it was like trying to explain to her mom that like not only was she gonna move to like Germany, but she was also gonna be like a content creator. And that went really poorly until her mom saw how much money she made, and then the mom was like fully on board. So there might be a sense here that you need to believe in yourself and kind of support yourself until you reach that point where there is this victory, there is like this, I guess, something to, not something to prove, because you don't really need that. You hear my cat? She's verifying. You don't really need to prove anything to this person. If it's a passion project, go for it. But you might want to, you know? I am getting the sense that you might want to be able to prove to them that your passion project is something that can be successful for you. And to be honest with you, that's your life purpose. That's what you're meant to do. So I do see it being successful for you, although it might take some time. I feel like you'll have very quick beginner's luck, but then there'll be a bit of like a tinker phase where you have to like learn and adapt and change and grow, and it'll be a very beautiful transition. I want to go ahead and grab an angel number, but yeah. Oh, we have 154. 154 angel number meaning. You can look that up in your browser. Type in 154 angel number meaning. That'll be your message from Spirit today. If you want to go ahead and comment that down below, I would love to hear all the messages that come out. I have Saturn coming out with Virgo. Okay. Ooh, I love that energy. Ooh, I've never even thought about this before, but that's beautiful. Saturn is all about rules, restrictions, responsibilities, following through on commitments. It talks about accountability. It can talk about what holds you back and going without things. Oh, and then with a Virgo, that analytical, high horse, big picture, but complex, deep critical thinkers. Oh, I could just eat that energy up. Yeah, this is giving me like, should be an account, like has the mind to be like an accounting genius, but actually wants to do like numerology, for example. So I do feel like you might feel like you're a bit of a black sheep compared to other people. God, that's beautiful. Saturn and Virgo. Oh my gosh, it's just the discipline that would go along with that. I could like lick my fingers about. I would lick the plate clean on that. Sorry, I don't mean to be getting so messy about astrology. We also had the Siren. That was an easy, that was a very easy water sign energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also had Earth sign with the Earthworm. That's going to be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus coming out. Let's get some more zodiac signs, or even like a time frame on when you can expect maybe a transition, or I'm hearing like a change of heart, like where you just go towards this, with some zodiac signs involved here. Okay, we have 2. We have Moon in Aquarius. Yeah, that's that black sheep energy that I was picking up on. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is that black sheep energy that I was picking up on. The time is right for celebrating life, make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. And for a time frame, we actually have a waning moon. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is a time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. What a beautiful energy. On the back of the deck, I have Virgo coming out again, as well as Taurus. A lot of earth sign energy. So I feel like earth signs are connected to pentacles and money and finances. So I do feel like this passion project of yours is going to be incredibly successful. You're just going to, I'm hearing Britney Spears work bitch. Like, you better work, bitch. Or it's like, you want a Maserati, you want a Bugatti. You better work, bitch. Let's go ahead and get some self-care for you. Oh, we have movement. Yeah, you better work. Put that work in. Gotta get to it. Let's go kind of energy here. Beautiful. Let's get one more self-care card. We have Dream Journal. Are you sleeping with number 20 coming out? Yeah, maybe you get like a downloads in your sleep about this. Or maybe the idea comes to you in your sleep. Your intuition is at play here, or is an important factor here. My face is itching out of nowhere. Interesting. Okay, well, I want to get, what do I want to get? me get a spirit card. I want to get, yeah, I want to get one of these. One of my oracles. I haven't done one of these in a while. Oh, we have happiness. Yeah, I have happiness coming out. Number 6. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to pop this right here, and it's going to be my thumbnail. Cutesy. I feel like you're moving towards happiness. Like, honestly, this is your life purpose. Yeah, and I feel like a karmic relationship, they might be coming back around. That's just a message of warning. Something that you have regrets about might be coming back around, might be coming towards you. I don't know how I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't really know how I want to do this. Okay. I don't really like it like that, though. Okay, I like it like that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like someone who didn't believe in you. Or maybe, oh my gosh, maybe you had shared this dream with someone in the past. Like someone outside of the authoritarian masculine figure that I was picking up on in the tarot. Maybe you shared this dream with someone in the past and they shot you down about it or told you it was stupid or bad or wrong. And I feel like this person's coming back around. Maybe because they see that you're successful with it and they have regrets about shooting you down because they're like, wow, like, you know what? And I think the truth here is that they couldn't have done it. They couldn't have done it, but you can. Okay, that was a weird message, but all right. Interesting. I made my leg itch. Okay. That's so weird. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and just get into charms now. If you're noise sensitive, go ahead and turn down the volume because this can get a little bit loud. Alrighty. Alrighty. This is not even a charm. This is just a rock. I don't know how that ended up in there. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom on in here. So I have Libra coming out. Someone might be 18 to 22. Maybe it was 18 to 22 when you were with this karmic partner, or when you first discovered this dream of yours. Maybe a Libra is important, or a Libra is going to guide you and help you in this situation. Yeah, I am getting the sense that someone that you ghosted is coming back around, or someone who ghosted you is coming back around. We've got this beautiful seashell here. So there might be a connection to Yamaya, the water goddess. I mean, obviously, since we had the siren, I would actually check out Jalissa's messages. She has a pretty strong connection with Yamaya. There might be some messages there for you in regards to this karmic relationship with someone that was ghosted. I feel like there's some serious tea here, and you're getting downloads about it, and you'll find out soon how accurate those are. Very interesting. Maybe you need to spend some time near water, take a bath, replenish. I do have my magician here. This is my mini tarot. Now this magician is very, very special because it is a little metal post. But this is often about using all of the resources that you have available to you to create something new. It can also be about alchemy. There is a quote about alchemy that I've always loved that actually comes from the Archetype book. And it states, I believe it's in either the riddle or it's in Gnosis, where it states that every alchemist has to recognize at some point that the truth is a mystery and the mystery gives way to the truth. And so I feel like this is such a funny message for you guys. I feel like in order for you to really get into your life purpose in the situation, I say this all the time on my channel, you're gonna have to stick your fingers in it. Stick your fingers in all the little holes. Really dig your senses in and enjoy the experience. Don't just like don't give into that like workaholic energy where it's almost like numbing or like disassociating through the work. Really enjoy it. Feel it. Be present with your passions. Stick your fingers in it, you know? That's one of my favorite things to do. I love it. I am very much one of the people who is I'm very sense based, so I will stick my fingers in every little hole I can find. Alrighty, under the initials we have E. So Eric, Erica, Emily, Emma, Emerson, Amir, I don't know if I can think of any more. That's okay. We'll keep moving on. We have R, so Rob, Robert, Reba, Riva, Riley, Rainy, Raven, Rain. Alrighty. We have 2 L's. Yeah, maybe you'll take a couple L's in this situation. Sorry to be the bearer of that news, but yeah, there might be a couple things that you try and kind of fail at, but I think it's about like picking yourself back up and trying again until you reach that victory. You know, seeing what works for you and seeing what doesn't. So if you do fail, don't worry, get back up, try again. If you fail twice, don't worry, get back up, try again twice for the 3rd time. So we have LL, so Lynn, Larry, Leah, Leia, Lexi, Lexus, Lexa, Lainey, Lacey, Lenore. I'm hearing LJ. Is that LL Cool J? Is that what I'm hearing? Maybe there's a song by LL Cool J. Oh, that's funny. What an interesting message. You guys are an interesting group. I really like your energy because it's very like laid back. It's very like amused. That's what your energy is. Your energy is amused. Oh man. We have S, so Sarah, Stephen, Savannah, Sav, maybe Savvy, Shannon, Slade, Stan, alrighty. We have T, so Tim, Timothy, Tom, Thomas, Tiffany, Tara, Tessa, Tina. Alright, that's all I got. And we have, well, sorry about that interruption. So I also have Y as the last initial here. So that's going to be Yolanda, Yeshua, Josiah. I think that's all I got. Alrighty guys, well thank you so much for joining me today. I really love doing your reading. If you can go ahead and let me know of your angel number down in the comments. I would love to read the message as we all get different ones. Once again, that's 154 angel number meaning. And I would love to hear how this resonated with you. Let me know down in the comments and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!